There are so many things I wish I would have known about crypto mining when I originally got started. Let's be honest, I can't be the only one. What's going on, crypto miners, and welcome back to the channel. I'm the Hobbyist Miner. I've been crypto mining for almost 5 years now, and while I have a few years under my belt, I'm learning something new every single day. So in today's video, we're going to talk about a few things I wish I knew about crypto mining before I got started. I'm eager to hear your thoughts in the comments. Let's jump in. All right, so today we're going to talk about pretty much two main categories. The first one being hardware and the actual core mining side of things. And then the flip side is more on the crypto side and like managing my own cryptocurrency. So let's dive into it a little bit here. And let's talk about the hardware side of things. Things I wish I knew. I mean, I look back and we've been in the scene almost 5 years now, and it isn't even that long compared to a lot of other successful OGs in the scene. While I've only been in the scene for, almost 5 years now, I've gone through many different phases, and YouTube and my success on YouTube has really helped to accelerate that. If I didn't create a YouTube channel, I don't even know if I would even be crypto mining right now. As if you guys didn't check it out, when I first started this channel, I was using an iPhone 6 SE and just documenting my journey. And my whole push was like, I know nothing about crypto and I'm going to document it along the way. And hopefully you guys learn something or two from my mistakes. And I've kind of gone that route actually over the years, but I've tried to be as transparent as possible on the mistakes that I've made. And that's kind of what this video is really about, is very much coming forward, and hopefully one person learns one thing during this video that helps you out to not make some of the same mistakes that I have. Special thanks to today's video sponsor, Crypto Miner Bros. Crypto Miner Bros has been one of the top ASIC resellers in the industry since 2018, specializing in crypto mining hardware for not just professionals, but also home mining enthusiasts. Some of my favorite professional ASICs include the Bitmain Antminer L9 Dogecoin miner and the brand new Bitmain Antminer S21 XP Bitcoin miner. For home miners, I love the new Volt Miner D1 Mini, the AlphaPex DG Home 1, the iPolo V2X Ethereum Classic miner, and finally, the Canaan Avalon Nano 3S Solo Bitcoin miner. Crypto Miner Bros makes the checkout process easy for new miners looking to make their first purchase by not only accepting wire transfers, but also some of the more popular cryptocurrencies as a form of payment, like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Dogecoin, and USDT. Save an additional $70 per ASIC miner with special checkout discount code, the Hobbyist Miner. Need a safe, reliable, and trusted reseller to purchase your next ASIC miner from? Look no further than CryptoMinerBros.com. So looking over the years, I've gotten into different areas of crypto mining. We started out with GPU mining, that slowly moved on to box miner, small ASIC box miners. I even dabbled in some FPGAs at one point. I even have one CPU mining rig video out there. And then slowly but surely migrated into full-size ASICs, I would say through the bear market the most. The bear market's where I grew the most with full-size ASIC miners. And a lot of this like wish I would have mentality really comes back. I was thinking about this the other day. I was recording a members video. I do a members video if you guys aren't familiar. If you're a member on the channel, I record a video once a week. And I've been doing them driving recently, and it's been a great opportunity. But I just kind of thought of this video idea during recording that members only video. They release on Sundays, by the way. If you're a member, thank you for your support. I do appreciate it. But I was thinking of this idea of this video of like, wish I would have. And when I look back on hardware, something that you guys may reflect with and agree with that you do as well is, in the past, I would get very emotionally attached to hardware. I would not want to let it go. I would wait till it was not worth anything or close to it. Try to squeeze as much out of it as I could. And through going through the last bull market and then my first bear market, I have learned very quickly now that we've come out the other side, and I don't know what you want to call this. Most people will call it a bull market. an extended bull market. As I've talked about in a lot of my other videos, this bull market is very different than other bull markets. It will not look the same. Who knows even if we'll have the altcoin season that we saw last bull run. But regardless, something that I've really looked back on when I'm talking about hardware is letting go of hardware faster than I have. And I've been trying to do a really good job of doing that more recently, but I've been caught. I've been stuck with some hardware that like I can't get rid of, to the point where like just earlier today, great example. If you guys remember going back, I bought some KS1s, some KS2s, some KS3Ms. I've been trying to sell KS1s and 2s for months now. And I've been lowering the price. Finally, I just lowered the price to get rid of the hardware, selling a KS1 for like $100, a KS2 for like $200 or $150, whatever. Like, I'm just moving this hardware to move the hardware. And it's such a mistake of mine. And I wish, looking back, I wish I would have known, and I'm trying to learn. And I don't know if you guys are in the same boat either, of like, man, I really need to analyze the market. You know, some of the smartest people in the scene have always told me, like, you know, you need to view your ASICs or your hardware or your GPUs as an asset. And when the market is pumping, it's very difficult to sell that asset, right? Because traditionally these are money printers. And you look at it and you're like, well, that money printer is rocking right now. I hate to sell it. That's me. That's always been me. However, I'm trying to change that. And so a lesson learned, a mistake that I've made in the past is not separating ways with hardware faster. And so great examples of this, not that I would do this right now with the L9, but like my L9, the first one I bought was $8,600 and it was rocking for several months. It got as high as $17,000. That's amazing and absolutely insane. But a good example of how the price of your ASICs and your assets can really shift and change. But on the flip side, I still have 3 100 terahash Bitcoin miners. What? Like I have one that's hosted, and I have 2 others that I have here at home in my immersion tank, turned down to 1500 watts, solo mining. If you guys caught my solo mining video, I actually did this a lot, like in the video itself. And it's like, man, what do you do with these units? And it's like, they're only 3 years old, not even to me. But 100 terahash units are worthless nowadays. They're absolutely worthless unless you have free electric. And so something that I'm trying to do a better job of, and would love to hear your stories too on this, is just like, what hardware can I part ways with now? I should have parted ways with 6 months ago. I should have parted ways with a year ago. Now, not all my hardware stories are like, oh my gosh, you held on to this too long. Great example. During the bear market, I looked at script mining. And if you go back, I have a video, and I'll link it down below if you guys are interested. I bought my first miner off eBay, and it was a $3,000 L7. Talk about a massive win. I mean, during the bear market, script mining was like that hidden gem that we didn't really put our eyes on. We were looking at Caspa and other ones out there. And script mining has been so profitable over the last 2 years, and yeah, not as crazy high, but consistent. And it's something that I look back on and I'm like, man, I wish I would have gotten more script miners. And I get it. Like, we can't sit here in a video and go, wish I would have, right? I mean, we make decisions in the moment with the information that we have. And the same thing applies to our crypto. So pivoting gears here to the second half of the video, talking about our crypto, one of the things that I wish I would have known that I've continued to carry with me from that GPU hodler mindset. Guys, the first year that I mined GPU mined, I hodled everything. I didn't sell one thing. How dumb was I? Like, looking back, I was just like, holy cow, jump ahead now. I still have some of those cryptos. I am in almost 60 different crypto portfolio positions, and it's insane. It drives me nuts because I look at it and I'm like, I need to sell that. I need to get rid of that. That's not going anywhere. I need to get rid of that. But I'm like, but now I have that emotional side, right? Emotionally attached to it. Where it's like, oh, well, why don't I just wait till it goes up? There's no harm in holding it. It's absolutely wild. So something that I honestly am trying to work towards and learn, a better way to go about doing this is like taking profits and taking profits sooner, getting myself into 20 positions that are more fruitful, that are bigger wallets themselves. I mean, when I think of some off the top of my head, I wrote down a few that like I'm the most serious about is like Bitcoin, Dogecoin, Caspa, and Solana. Now I do have some other big ones still. Lithium is in there. I started that quite early. I'm still running 2 AL3s. On top of that, Helium Mobile. If you guys watched and followed my channel from the Helium Mobile days, I sold 50% of my Helium Mobile for 5 figures and bought a number of ASIC miners. That was like my biggest boost forward in the amount of ASICs. I just rolled it right into it. I took nothing to my pocket. I just sold it and reinvested it instantly. I still hold a decent amount of Helium Mobile, but the downside is a lot of that Helium project has all moved into HNT now. So like, what am I doing with this Helium Mobile here is definitely one that I question for sure. But I'd like to go ahead and consolidate a lot of this crypto that I own. I've done a pretty good job. I'm at about 60% Bitcoin right now, which is a huge win for me. I've never been that heavy in Bitcoin, but I'm also looking at the fact of like, wish I would have known, looking at it now, of just like taking profits. You know, something that we forget about, talking to you as miners, is we forget about the fact of taking profits. We're in a bull run. This is the time to take profits. It's not going to come any better. Now, saying that with like an asterisk next to it, as we don't know. I mean, right now we're at 106,600 at the time of recording this. Tomorrow, yeah, it could be 107, could be 110. But what I'm saying is like, this time period is the time to be taking those profits and waiting for like, oh, I'm just waiting for X. I'm waiting for X. Like, great example with me with Dogecoin. Something that I've learned that I wish I would have known sooner was taking profits when Dogecoin was at 40 cents. Now I'm looking back and I'm like, okay, I'm sitting on a decent bag of Doge. I need to take my profits on the way back up. It's at 22 cents right now. I am super tempted to take some profits at 25 cents, 35, 45, 55. Like, just continue to take them on the way back up because we don't know when it's going to come crashing back down again. Listen, guys, I blabbed on about a whole bunch of things, but I like to be transparent with you guys. Like, I'm just a YouTube content creator documenting my journey along the way, hoping that some of you guys can learn 1 or 2 things from my mistakes, to be honest with you. So would love to hear from you guys. Comment down below. Looking back at your crypto mining journey, what are some things that you wish you would have? And don't do the wish I would have held this because it went to 500x. Like, come on, we can't live with those things. But what are some things that you look back on and you're like, I wish I would have, and you would have known as of now? Would love to hear from you guys. I will read all the comments and reply to all of them. Other than that, guys, I appreciate you guys joining me today. Have a good one.